Damn, technical error. Sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. Good evening, all. Put yourself back on mute, Mags. It didn't start properly. Right, let's try this again. Oh, no. Damn. Right. No. Hello, everybody. How are you? That's the entrance I should have made. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. Sorry about that. Had a bit of technical difficulty. As you can see, I have some guests on panel. They're all on mute just for the moment. Hi, everybody in chat. As you can see, I have some background stuff running for you this evening. I hope you enjoy. It's actually a new piece of equipment that I've got that I will be using on a regular basis. As you can see, it's a pre-Halloween stream. If everyone wants to say hello. Max?
Have you took us off mute? I don't know, you muted us. Hi everybody, you okay?
Hi guys, welcome to the stream.
Glenn, would you like to say hello?
Yeah, it just says hi guys, welcome to the stream.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I turned you down, Glenn.
My God. What is this? This is amateur hour or what? I've just said twice, hi guys, welcome to the stream, and you had me on mute still. Okay, third time, hi guys, and welcome to the stream.
Yeah, my fault. I'm terribly sorry.
Notice, like, that was my third attempt, and I sounded a little bit deflated, so I do apologise.
Yeah, I'm so very sorry. We do have one more guest coming, and I've told them, well, just jump in when they can. Two more, actually. I'm just going to say some hellos in the chat. We've got voices from Beyond, Wes, Marley Paranormal. We have Chris, Ravenwolf, Dave, Crimson Angel, Tabitha Clark, hello. Hello, Anne. Hello, Kerry. Hello, Brian. There's one other guest. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. How are you guys?
Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Glenn. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. We're still waiting for one.
It's windy here, so of course our internet went down.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, I completely botched up my intro, so don't worry about it.
We're all on the same page, right?
We are indeed. That we are.
Happy Halloween,
but how
everybody.
is? Yes, happy Halloween, and I hope everybody's well.
So far, so good.
I've been telling her for a week now. Zara, you must do a test stream. Yes, Glenn, I should do it tomorrow. And then it's like tomorrow never came, and then it was the following day. Zara, you must do a test stream. You have to test all this out. Yes, Glenn, I should do it tomorrow. and then this morning, she phoned me up and she said, "Oh my God, it's the 30th. We're streaming later on." I'm like, "Yes, Sarah, I've been telling you for a week."
I've been a day behind. My mum's here. The dog. I don't have the dog anymore. The dog is now back with my mum, and I had some time with my mum yesterday, and I've had mum today, and I've had about 7 hours to get everything ready.
Busy.
Got there, but the only thing I didn't get is myself a drink. Kerry has said, where is it? What the hell is that thing behind you, Zara? LOL. This here behind me, for those that just come in, I do actually now have to my kit a projector. So what I'm going to be doing in not every single live stream and not every single video that I put up, but I will be using this from time to time, obviously not with this in particular video showing, just to spice things up a little bit and have something a little bit different thing in the background. Yeah, so that's that. Yes, I do look even uglier under this, you know, today. But I was going to show up first as something else, but unfortunately the thing that I was waiting for never came, so I know. So but never mind. But how are you, Kathy, anyway?
Me? Oh, I can't hear.
Yeah, how are you, Kathy?
Oh, I'm good. I'm actually really good. My life's like a roller coaster ride, but right now I'm up here, like on the up high part. It was a rough year for me last year, you know, losing my mom, then losing my dad afterwards, and then, you know, I don't handle things like that very well, I guess. So I kind of took it hard, and like a lot of us do. But I'm back.
It's glad that you're back. Everybody misses you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I just love all you guys. You guys have really helped me. I don't even think you really know how much you have, but a lot of you have really been there for me. And just by, you know, leaving a few kind words on my Facebook page, it really has helped me a lot. So I want to thank everybody for that. I really appreciate it.
You know, we're always here.
Yeah.
As they say, blood, family isn't always blood, and your friends are always here for you anyway.
Right. Exactly. I'm very blessed. Very blessed.
That's good. And how are you, Mrs. Kitty Cat?
I'm okay, yeah. I would just say it was great sending my boyfriend for the cat ears in the he said, "You never said it was a right girly shop." I said, "Yeah, it'd be right." He's a 6 foot butch male. Can I have some cat ears?
You guys look really cute, by the way.
Well, what did I have on last year? Oh, I had cat ears on last year. And I thought, well, I'll go a bit different this year. Just for something, a little bit different. I've been planning this since about July. So a long time.
I've got my familiar with me.
Yes, you're with
Aww.
I'm cat queen.
And Miss Portia.
I'm fine. Great as always.
Hi, Portia.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
And you too, Kathy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the first time for Portia to be on with us. It's the first time for Kathy. And the other person that hopefully comes is the first time for them as well with us. So, yeah.
Wow.
I thought Kathy had been on before.
Pardon?
I thought Kathy had been on before, no.
Oh, she's been on Ray's, not here.
Oh yeah, it was raised.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a while ago.
Oh, about a year ago now. That is.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Mm. That's cool. And Mr. Glenn, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Good.
Yay.
Yay.
I've had a little bit of drama in my life.
Oh yeah.
Ain't it fun?
Yeah, it's called me winding him up. Oh, dear. Courtney G, no, it's not already Halloween here, as I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. As there's going to be lots of people that will stream. I'm doing my stream this evening. So, but you never know. See how long the stream goes. We may end up going into Halloween.
Yeah, it may do actually.
It may do. Well, it's already, what, 9:45 my time, so one never knows. You just never know. But
It's only 1:45 in the afternoon here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed.
Beautiful day.
Well, the lineup for this evening, for those, I think you got, I'm not sure if you know the lineup, Kathy. But
No, I don't. I don't know much, okay?
Okay. Right, I'll be starting off this evening. I'm just going to give you guys a complete rundown on Halloween, where it originates from, and so on and so forth. And then what we're going to have from the guests on the panel, and also from Glenn if he feels up to it. I love this video and the next one. And what it is going to be is from the people. Now, this is where I'm dropping you in it, Kathy. The people, if you know of a local legend or a ghost story that is from your area, is to share that with everyone.
Okay.
You're not a fly, Kathy.
No pressure at all.
No, none whatsoever.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why is it saying sign into chat? There we go.
Did you send Wes the link?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, there's one person I forgot. Okay, there's two people.
My God, it's just going from bad to worse.
Don't be so horrible.
Teething problems.
It's not a PWN stream unless there's teething problems. Okay?
It wouldn't be no, it wouldn't. That's right.
So, then, where's?
Oh, Wes.
Oh, Wes.
I know. Hello, MCAT. Oh dear. Right. Well, what I'm going to do, I'll give it a couple of more minutes chit chat.
Who's squeaking?
I don't think it's me.
No, it's not me.
Not me.
Not me.
If anybody's reading the chat, turn your volume down.
Not reading chat.
Not me either.
It's Chris in chat. Ravenwolf.
He is.
We have to blame somebody. May as well be Chris.
It's
Yeah,
you, Glenn.
Chris gets blamed all the time anyway.
Poor Chris.
What my costume is this evening. I'll do it now.
Don't go on then.
The backdrop to my costume is that it was at the Oktoberfest, and I went to a masquerade ball because it was an after party at the Oktoberfest, and there was a huge manslaughter from it. So I'm a Debberian.
Used to
Hey,
it being.
I brought this out this year, even like to backstory. Oh dear. I don't know if Wes is coming. Wes,
Right.
are you?
He's in chat, so he's there.
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a quick drink because I haven't had the chance to get a drink yet.
Just read Wes put.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Wes. I just forwarded a message.
Hello, Sylvia. Wes.
Sorry. Give me 1.5 minutes.
1.5.
Look how organised you can be. 1.5 minutes.
I know.
Right?
I say, Wes, you look a little bit different today. With a name like Sylvia.
No, he never told us we were going through the change, did he?
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Shoot, maybe I better get me a drink.
Wes says he's feeling very feminine.
It's okay, sweetie.
I don't know, Wes. And there's me like messaging you 30 minutes ago saying, don't worry, everything's under control. Zara will be sending you the link. Hi, Claire.
Hello, Claire. And even from a beer glass. How about that?
Yeah, that's good.
You just on the orange juice, Sarah.
Do what?
You just on the orange. Do what? Do what, love? You just on the orange juice.
It is orange juice. Mum
That's
brought
right.
me over some squash.
Oh, what's there without on then?
Oh.
But on the plus side, it's my first one, so.
Oh.
Spaghetti.
Look what I've got back there, Max.
Look what you've got, what?
What have I got back there?
What, your screen?
A spirit box.
That's that tiny little 125 in the corner, Max.
Is it?
Amazing.
Can't see it properly.
It's because it's in the corner. I only put a light on it. A light.
The light. We might as well just end the stream now.
Yeah, light. Well, I'm going to scare everybody now. Look, it's white. I need my glasses on. Ugh. I don't know. It's not going to fit with my glasses over.
Oh my goodness.
Now, God, I tell you what, if anything can go wrong, it's like, Jesus.
Is it just me? Does Sarah look a bit like a female Pinocchio? I don't...
She does a little bit, yeah.
You
I'm back.
Who have we got in there?
Portia's back.
Yeah. Hi, unpronounceable names. Hi, Matt. Hi, Michelle. Who else have I missed? Hello to Claire.
Did you send Wes the link?
I did, because he said in chat. I forwarded the one that I sent to Sylvia, and I called him Sylvia.
Your laugh is so contagious, Sarah.
Did anybody hear that voice then? There was a voice that said Michael. Did you hear that? Or was I hearing things?
Could be.
I can hear something.
No, I can hear something. Somebody talking. Have a listen.
I can't.
There was a voice then, a man's voice, and it said Michael really clear.
But
Oh my
I
goodness.
told you on the test runs that I did, I could hear a voice. Yeah.
Just turn the camera off for
Yeah,
a
I
minute.
heard that then.
Oh, so is somebody playing the stream?
No.
No, because I just heard, I can hear some slight feedback. Oh, that's who I forgot. Hi, Em.
Whose stream is that?
That's ours.
What, and it's feeding back on itself?
Yeah.
God.
Max,
Yeah.
are you playing the stream?
Am I playing the stream?
Are you
No.
playing it?
I've got the chat up.
Hey?
No, I've just got the chat up window up. I've not got the stream on. I've just got the chat window up. I've popped out my chat.
All right. Can you double check that the actual window, because it might be playing in the background.
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right.
Blame Mags.
It's not me. Honestly, it's not on. I can't.
No, don't you worry about us lot, Mags. You just carry on doing what you want to do. It's fine by us.
I always will. Thanks, though. Just glad you know where you stand.
Well, at least Chris didn't get the blame for that one.
Poor Glenn always thinks he's going to come out on top on these exchanges.
Oh.
I'll throw you a ball one day, mate.
Shut up, Mags.
Now,
I'll mute you.
I have to say, Glenn, I'm really, really disappointed because I thought we might have seen the blonde wig tonight.
The blonde wig? Oh, no, John Huntington's got that.
Who's got it?
John Huntington.
Oh, but you didn't ask for him back.
No, he's still got it.
Dang it.
Damn.
Hi, Charmy.
Back to you.
Mags is still playing that.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, Mags.
I am not.
Now.
Typical
I can't hear
woman.
anything.
Always in denial.
We put you in the corner.
It's probably just Glenn hearing things anyway. He's getting old, isn't he? Dementia.
Oh, she got you good, Glenn.
Oh, fighting talk.
Jeez, I'm going to have to slap her with my walking stick.
See? Oh, I thought you were going to kick me with your full sleeve.
I'm drinking.
I'm not hearing things. I can hear the stream being played.
Michael.
But that still doesn't... Nobody said Michael, and I definitely heard like a voice saying Michael.
That's true. Quite right.
And nobody said that on the stream, so it came from somewhere.
Yeah, it sure is.
Cheers, Chris. Chris is going to lend me his.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, his walking stick. Who's he dead?
Gosh, is there again in chat? Mags, shut up. Always there. Nag. I don't know how your fella puts up with you. Nag.
He loves me. I don't give him trouble like that. I give it you. I save it all up to you.
I've been reminded anyway in the chat that I'm the only fella in here, so I better behave myself. and that's right. Unpronounceable names. I have been getting Michael quite a bit on my spirit box.
Yeah.
Kathy, you've been getting Edward a lot.
Yeah, I have.
Hey.
A lot.
Hi, Frozen Fury. Hi, Ghost Mafia.
I was annotating a little bit of Zara's session that she did the other day, and she's got some absolutely phenomenal replies in that.
Right on.
Absolutely crazy.
Do you want to tell them a couple?
Oh, that'd be giving it away.
Just a little bit.
Tell them one. Give them a teaser.
Well, Angel Anna was in there, and it was just the way like it progressed through the suite. But at one point, Chica, which is Zara asked the spirits if they could say the name Cheeky, and straight away they said Cheeky really clear. And then about 10 seconds later, Chica, the rabbit, he was making a lot of noise. So Zara turned around and she said, "Cheeky, hush," or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And two voices from the spirit box said, "Cheeky, be quiet."
Wow.
And it's crystal clear as well.
Wow.
Didn't they teach you good stuff as well?
Yeah, there was a man's voice followed by a woman's voice, and it just said, the man's voice said "cheeky" and the lady's voice said "be quiet," and it's so clear.
Wow.
Awesome.
And it was at the exact same time Zara turned around and said like, "Hush, Chica."
Wow.
Yeah. I think I said be quiet or something. Something like that.
I thought it was like "Hush, Chica." It was something like that anyway, but the voices from the box, the way they just come out with that was just unbelievable.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's definitely one to watch.
Can't wait to see it.
When Zara's gone over it herself.
Yeah.
She's been really, she's not been very well just lately anyway. I don't know if many people know this, but Zara's not been fully fit, should I say, for quite a few months.
Well, I am a bit white in the face.
Yeah, and it looks like somebody slit your throat as well.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I'd pay that guy $1,000 if ever I seen him. Trying to give her a Colombian necktie. It's the only way to shut her up.
Oh, but yeah, no.
Sorry, apparently me and you talk too much because Glenn can't thingy, you know, he can't cope with women who talk. He told you to shut up and he told me to shut up. I'm just waiting for Kathy and Portia to get told off.
Wow, she's there again, isn't she? Mags,
Come on, Glenn.
Well, don't worry. Portia's quiet at the moment. Give her time to warm up. Then it'd be
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a good one from Wes. Glenn crosses the line October the 30th, 2018.
Oh, dear.
Not guilty.
Oh dear. That's funny.
Welcome back, Voices from Beyond.
Yeah, welcome back.
Hello, Charmy.
Like Glenn said, I haven't been well. I've had a bit of a cold, and it's the time of year my mental health tends to take a bit of a dip. And on top of that, I've been cycling a lot, as in not cycling on my bike. I've been cycling on my moods. So yeah.
Whoa, is that a werewolf?
Yeah, it's coming to get you.
You've got
It's already scratched me once.
yeah, you've got a cut on your forehead as well.
I've got I've got a cut there, I've got a cut here, and I've got a cut there. And...
Glenn did it, didn't he?
Yeah, she likes it rough, Portia.
So you keep saying, Glenn.
Hey, Portia, do you know earlier on, did you see that look she shot me when I said you can have a bit of my sausage roll?
Yes, I did.
That was funny, that one.
Oh, dear, dear.
Mind you, you put me in my place.
Who, me?
Yeah.
We're just glad you know where your place is, Glenn.
Oh, God, are you still there, Mags? She's the only woman I know that can drink vodka up her nostrils with a straw.
Oh, dear.
I've lived a colourful life.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Glenn, is there any chickens tonight, by the way?
Any what? Chickens?
Any chickens?
No.
Oh, Glenn, have you got your green tights on?
I have not, no.
Go on, Portia.
Look, okay, look, I wore tights once, right, when I went fishing, and there was man tights, you know. Fish. Yeah, you don't have to.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to say it like that. There was fishing tights for men. And it was -15 on the riverbank, and I needed to keep my tackle warm.
If that's what appeases you.
My fishing tackle.
So that's where you keep your fishing tackle, is down your tights while you're wearing them, right?
No, see, you women are terrible. I'm talking
That
about
makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
You women are terrible. I'm on about fishing tackle here.
How do you fish with such a short rod? Glenn, how do you fish with such a short rod in your tights?
See, you see, I just have no comeback when it comes to these women. They're terrible.
Don't lie, you love it, really.
Oh, dear.
You love it. Really.
Welcome, Irish whiskey.
Mind you, I just crossed my legs at the foot of the hooks down there. I don't know what you're into, Glenn, but that can't be great.
I just don't know. I'm going to mute myself for 5 minutes and just let you ladies carry on.
This is just gone south.
I'm getting hammered here.
You love it, Glenn.
Yeah, you do love it, Glenn.
I do, but I'm getting hammered here, so I'm going to shut up for now. I'm the only man on the stream, and I'm getting picked on. You're bullies, all of you.
Because we love you.
Cry me a ribbon, darling. Cry me a ribbon. The world's smallest violin, and it's playing just for you.
Do you know when Kathy said that then, when she looked straight into the camera with those eyes, and she says, "It's because we love you."
Have you seen what he was put on? I think I heard Glenn's voice saying, I think I heard a voice saying, "Help me," but I think that was Glenn.
Hello there, Sylvia. Where are you, sweetie? You should be in here with us.
Oh my God, absolutely hilarious. Oh no. Let me. This is a real pain in the butt. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. That ship works with me.
I think Claire should come in here too, because she's my friend and she'll protect me.
Well, Dave, if you still want to come in, and if you think it might cheer you up, you're more than welcome.
Yay!
Yay!
Welcome, Sylvia.
You no sound.
Is she on mute?
No.
But not like me. I was on mute.
Hey, gringo, is there no sound, Sylvia?
Oh, she's gone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to be in costume, Dave. You know, I think being nice is enough for everyone. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the insults are being slung out now, aren't they?
No. I'm an angel.
I couldn't even think.
Do you hear me now?
Woohoo!
Company showed up at the last minute. I'm sorry.
We've got Sylvia.
Oh, it's somebody's face.
There you go.
Great.
Do what?
Echo.
Oh my goodness.
Sylvia.
That time lucky.
You're frightening everyone away, Glenn.
Okay.
Woohoo! We got now. No, we haven't. We've got Echo. Sylvia, have you got a phone? Volume down.
I ain't got nothing else on. Let me see here.
Well, I'm glad we can't see the bottom half.
Okay. There's that. Okay, how's that? Did that work?
No, still echoing.
Okay, hold on.
She's gone again.
I think we've all gone a bit deaf there. Well, we will get started, guys. I promise.
Oh, there we go.
Is that good?
No. Hi, Jason.
Do what?
Are you playing?
No, I got everything closed but this.
Have you got your? Are you on your
headphones? Yeah. Let me try my headphones here. How's that?
Hello.
That's
Yay.
Okay.
No, so there's still an echo this way. Way.
Oh, Glenn, shut up.
No.
No, seriously, there's
Cheeky
still an
bugger.
echo.
Really?
This is tight, Glenn. It's probably because we're scrambling your box it today.
You get worse, Glenn.
Yeah, your sound is.
Where'd he go?
Love it, Zara.
He's going to be typing now. I'm going to kill you, Zara.
No, he's still on mute. Damn, how can I unmute him? Glenn, unmute yourself.
I am unmuted.
There you are.
There you go.
Hello, Irish whiskey. Just ignore us. We're just here for the beer.
Oh, I wish I had one right now.
Hello there, Jason. Mr. Blaze, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Jason.
Oh dear.
MCAT still has an echo.
No, Jason. Otherwise How are you, Sylvia?
I'm doing okay. We moved and we've been getting the walls ready to paint. We've been filling in all the halls.
I thought the background was different.
Yeah. We moved into a bigger house.
Yay.
I miss my camper. I want to go back to my fifth wheel. I want to go back. I don't want to be here, but it's okay. We still got it. We may just stay there in the summer and here in the fall and the winter. So,
have you moved far then, Sylvia?
Pardon me?
Have you moved far?
No, not really. It's about 45 minutes away from where we used to live. We lived more toward the mountains, the base of the mountains.
West Virginia?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
No, don't start singing, Glenn.
He was going to, wasn't he?
Yeah.
God help us.
Plenty for the Wild Women and Song.
Oh,
Oh dear. Right, the girls know, and Glenn, Sylvia. This evening, if you know of a local legend or something like that round by where you live, want to let us know about it, or if you want to tell us a little bit about the 432.
The what?
The 432.
Oh, the 432.
Yeah.
Oh, I love talking about the 432.
Right. Cool.
I do. It's amazing. The 432 megahertz is awesome. It's Nikola Tesla was working on that, and all the music up to 1940 was all keyed in tune to the 432 hertz. And but when the wars, well, this guy comes along, this other man, and I can't even remember his name because I don't even. But in 1940, he came out with the 440 hertz, which is what the music is now tuned to. When you listen to music on the radio, it's all going to be in 440. And they brought that out because it was a government thing for the war, World War II. And it put the men, when they started playing those hertz, that 440, into a fighting mode, wanting men, to get people to join in the wars. And it worked. It really did. And it's always been that. And that's what they play in the stores. That's what they play on the radios. It's 440. But Nikola Tesla said the 432, which when he done the experiments on it, it puts you closer to the good side, like the spiritual side, and closer to the spiritual side. And all the recordings and things that he was getting from was done in 432 hertz. Now they've got it now to where they got some programs out online. You can Google it and download them to where you can turn all your music, like you've got on the MP3 or something, you can convert it over to 432 hertz. And you can tell a difference. You can tell a difference. When I got 2 grandbabies here, and I done a little experiment with them. One was fussy, they're teething. And so I put on the 432 hertz music, and it just soothed it, went right off to sleep. It soothes, and it works every time. And when I do any recordings or anything, I put music on in the background, the 432 hertz is playing. And I get more clear sounds and more EVPs that comes through. And you could tell they're not of a lower nature. They're a higher beings that's coming through on the 432. So yes, I love the 432 hertz. It's also good for high anxiety people, panic attacks. My middle daughter has panic attacks, and she was having one just here the other night. We put on the 432. I was playing it, even though she couldn't hear it that well, but it was still putting that out there, that vibration. And so I listen to it at night when I go to bed. It helps me sleep, and you will have some vivid dreams. And they're awesome. I mean, a lot of people that's been doing experiments with me, they have more colorful dreams, more relaxing, and they get more rest. It's awesome. I have everybody I talk to try it and let me know and give me your feedback on it and what they get from it.
I'll try it tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome. They got all kinds on YouTube that you can listen to. Some of them 7 hours, 8 hours long that you can listen to all night.
Wow.
So you can go in and listen to a couple of them just for a few moments, and you'll know which one that you'll like. Your body will just kind of like tune to it, and you'll say, oh, I like that one. That's what I want to hear. So, and that's the one you should play. So.
That's cool. Yeah, because one thing that I've been wanting to do is get you on, so because to let everybody know about 432.
Yeah, it's just so much that I've done, and I've done even like with the family, friends, me, and to be honest with you, it seems like even the spirits like it better. I mean, they're not. I don't get any bad vibes or no cussing or anything with them. So it's I'm getting more to the higher levels.
So
Sylvia, I've been running it alongside my live spirit box sessions. When I go live, it's very low in the background, but it's the one that oscillates between 432 and 430. The one they changed it from, is it?
The 432.
Yeah, you've got the two alternating tones.
Awesome. How's it been doing?
I've been getting some like really good replies. So I don't know, I've been at certain times you get that feeling from that tone.
Yeah. It's like you feel them more. It's like you're open. For some reason, it's like that vibration. It likes it opens your spirit more. It puts you kind of like closer to them or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's really weird. It gives you like a strange sensation, but you definitely feel it. Even if like it's resonating and it's turned down really low, you still get that like resonance, you know, from the tones.
Yeah.
It's really strange because even if you can't hear it, you can still feel it.
Exactly. The vibrations.
Yeah. So, you know, I've actually had like a pad going. It's on like there's like an 8-hour video on YouTube, and I just turn it down to a point where you can barely hear it, but it's actually sitting there in the background. I actually find it better using that for spirit communication than to do the EM pump.
Yep. I just it's a fascinating thing, and there's a lot of people that, I mean, even the dreams. My oldest grandson, he has some awesome dreams, and I have him writing them down in his dream journals when he gets up first thing. And the other one, when he's listening to it, he's like the middle one, and he keeps saying, I feel like, he says, I have these dreams like I've done this before, Mama. It's like, you know, I'm doing this. It's like I know what's going to happen. And he tries to explain it, and he's like 9 years old, and they're just it helps them. It helps them sleep. It helps them relax, and but they have more dreams, vivid dreams. I've noticed.
See dreams more colourful as well.
Yes.
Like really vibrant colours. It's like when you ask people about the dreams in general, most people will say that, you know, they don't really associate dreams with colours. Because most dreams are kind of like vague and kind of like grey and white. But if you leave the 432 tone on through the night, and it, like I say, it doesn't even have to be loud. You can have it so you can, you know, just barely hear it at all. But your dreams will be like really psychedelic, vivid colours.
Yes. And they say, well, scientists say, well, you can only dream in black and white. Oh, no. When I listen to the 432, and it's like I can see different colors that you can't even really put a name to it, because there's just, you'll know. Just, if everyone, just try it a few nights and it'll click, and you'll see what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. Like I said, I've been running it alongside the spirit box sessions that I've been doing. So,
I do too.
And I think, you know, the amount of direct replies that I do get definitely have improved. You know, is it a coincidence? I don't know, but, you know, that's the only thing that I've changed, and it seems to work.
Well, there's the thing, like I said, even on YouTube, if you go in and type in Nikola Tesla 432 hertz after that with his name, it'll take you to it, and it explains more of that with the vibrations and everything from it, and what he was working on, and who came out with the 440 hertz, and he was working with the government. And in 1940 on, like I said, your tuners that you go by to tune pianos, your guitars, everything, it's all made for 440 hertz. That's the way they wanted it. And but now, like I said, there's a lot of people that's going back and listening and doing their own experiments. Music people, teachers. Yeah, there's just something that people needs to check out. Check out Nikola Tesla on it.
Yeah, there's definitely something to it, that's for sure. So that's something for people to adhere to, check out, have a look, you know. You'll only ever know if you go and do a little bit of research.
Exactly.
That's very true indeed. Very true indeed. Right. What I'm going to do, I've just put everybody's channel links in the chat.
Now I can't see chat, so hi everybody in chat. I can't see you, so.
Yeah, I can't see for the next 2 minutes. I can't see chat either.
Oops! And for some ungodly reason, I have myself on top chat instead of live chat.
I do that a lot.
Do you know, I cannot understand for the life of me why YouTube have done that.
I don't either.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I was doing a live stream last week, and people must think that I'm really ignorant, because I realised after a short while that I was on Top Chat and I'm not receiving all the notifications from people when they're putting something in chat. And then as soon as you switch it to live chat, everybody seems to like pop up. So you're having to go back through the chat to see who's joined, because you don't know who's there. It's ridiculous, really.
It is. Hi, Vegas Ghost Girls. I hope you're well.
Hey, Glenn, I have also noticed, and I don't know, because I guess where I've worked with it for so long and I play it so much, the 432 hertz around here, that if I'm like in the kitchen or anything, somebody will call out my name, and not only am I hearing it, but others that's around me are hearing it. It's like it's just like we're talking.
Yeah.
They'll say my name, or they'll say hello, or they'll mock me, or like my husband went by me one night and I said, "Oh, baby." They turn right around and whoever it was says, "Oh, baby." Just like that with a real low voice. And I said, "Okay." And my husband stopped and he looked at me and I said, "It wasn't me." But they're coming more where you could hear them outside the spirit box. And not even,
I don't know if you can remember that conversation we had a few months ago, Sylvia, when I popped in that early Sunday morning when you were streaming. And I said that then, that I was like looking into like the 432. And I was actually reading up on what you've just been saying. It's almost as though they're taking like subliminal thoughts out of people's minds and then kind of like resonating those thoughts and transmitting them. It's kind of like disembodied voices.
Yes.
It might, it could be an explanation for things like EVPs or, even disembodied voices. It might be something in science, that we just don't understand yet.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
Yeah. It is fascinating.
Yeah, it's very intriguing.
It makes sense.
It's a good read as well. You can learn a lot from it.
Yep.
I like it.
Right, what I'm going to do, if I can open my pad up, because I know some people don't actually know the origins of Halloween. And you'll hear here, I've been doing some research over the last couple of weeks. You hear a lot of people saying, Halloween is at its thinnest, spirit contact, so on and so forth. And actually, I'll actually read it out as well. What I found is that when the veil thins, it's actually on New Year's Eve and not on Halloween. From the research that I've been doing over the last few months.
Is that for the pagan festival, Zara?
It is.
Yeah, it was something to do with winter time, isn't it? The winter solstice.
Yeah. Well, it was so much here, and I thought, well, do you know what? I'm just going to copy and paste the whole lot and read it out. So you're going to have to keep for a couple of minutes while I...
Zara, your voice is breaking a little bit. Yeah.
Well, my voice always breaks, like, even though I'm not male.
No, I don't mean breaking as in voice breaking. It's like the microphone stuttering.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about that.
That's he's fine now. I think it's when it peaks around the edges.
Not unless I just hold the microphone like this.
Whoa, I like that.
That's an entirely different stream, ASMR. Can you crunch an ice cube, Zara?
Depends what with. No, I'm not. No.
Zara,
No.
going as low as that.
Do not. Do not.
Respect, Zara, respect.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Dear, dear. Right, I'm going to get ready on my script now.
Shall we ask Zara if she's sitting comfortably?
Is everyone sitting down? And do they have their popcorn? And are they ready for a bedtime story?
I'm in bed. That's fine.
Can we have the 3 little bears?
No. No.
Huh.
Definitely not. Dear, oh dear. Right. It says here from what I found, Halloween. It originated from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In the 8th century, both Gregory III designed November the 1st as a time to honour All Saints. So, yeah. Okay. So, All Saints known as All Hallows Eve and later Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved into a range of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and the origin. Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, pronounced Sohid. I pronounced it wrong. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago in the area that is now Ireland, oh my mum was right, United Kingdom and northern France celebrated their new year on November 1st. This day marked the end of the summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of year that was often associated with human death. Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary of the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. On the night of October the 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to Earth. This is going to be so long. I'm gonna right.
Edit.
Edit. Well, here we go. Here's one for you. Right. Halloween comes to America. Celebration of Halloween was extremely limited in colonial New England because of the rigid Protestant beliefs. Halloween was much more common in Maryland and southern colonies.
Sorry, your voice is breaking on the microphone.
Yeah, I can't hardly hear you. You're cutting in and out.
We can still hear you. It's just pitching up and down.
How's that?
Better.
Right. Well, I've just unplugged the mic.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
You may continue, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Can you start again?
No. I'm not starting again.
Oh, please. I missed the bit where Goldilocks turned up.
Goldilocks.
He's gonna. Who wants to give him a slap?
Me.
Can I watch?
I knew you would be the first one, Max.
You know.
Gosh, she's still there.
Oh dear.
Oh, shut up. Nobody wants to listen to you. Mute him, Zara.
Yeah. By the way, Max, you've got something on your nose.
I know.
Kerry's put her hand up as well, saying me.
See?
Oh.
Not on my own. I was just the quickest in there.
I ain't
Thanks, Kara, but you're going to have to get into the queue, sweetheart.
Terrible. Anyway, back to business.
Go ahead, Pinocchio.
I'm going to put you on mute in a minute. As the beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups, as well as the American Indian flesh, a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. The first celebrations included play parties, public events held to celebrate the harvest, where neighbours would share stories of the dead, tell each other's fortunes, dance and sing. Colonial Halloween festivities often featured the telling of ghost stories and mischief-making of all kinds. By the middle of the 19th century, annual autumn festivities were common, but Halloween was not yet celebrated anywhere in the country. In the second half of the 19th century, America was flooded with new immigrants. These new immigrants, especially the millions of Irish potato famine, helped to popularize the celebration of Halloween nationally. Trick or treating, borrowing from the Irish and English traditions. Halloween parties were were getting quite popular in the 1920s and 30s. Let me see. Black Cat has always been filled with it says here Halloween has always been a holiday filled with mystery, magic, and song. It began as a Celtic end of summer festival during which people felt especially close to deceased relatives and friends. For these friendly spirits, they set places at their dinner table, left treats on doorsteps and along the side of the roads, and lit candles to help loved ones find their way back to the spirit world. Today's Halloween ghosts are more depicted as more fearsome and malevolent, and our customs and traditions are scarier too. He avoids crossing paths with black cats, afraid that they might bring us bad luck. This idea has its roots in the Middle Ages, when many people believed that witches avoided turning themselves into black cats. And there's a Halloween matchmaking tradition, and I think that's going to be about it.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Yay!
How much did you edit that, Zara?
Say again.
How much did you edit it?
How much did I what?
Edit it.
A lot. Let's just put it this way. It started like that. Hang on.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So it's I heavily edited it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Zara, you know when Riley used to have that problem where he used to sound like he was going underwater?
I've just seen.
Yeah, that's how you sound. Kerry mentioned that.
Right, let me try. Let me plug the mic in again. Maybe try a different mic setting. How does that one sound?
You'll have to recite a poem or something so we can...
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That sounds a little better so far.
Does it?
Grab Glenn by his toe. When you've done, smack his bum. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, you wish, Max, you wish.
My ultimate dream.
Oh, dear, that's funny. That really is funny. Oh dear. Right, Max.
Yeah.
Did you do your homework by any chance?
I did, but what I'm going to do, because obviously there's a lot of us, and I'm going to read. It's a news report. All of you,
get her off, get her off.
all of you who watch my channel know I like legends, mysteries, that sort of thing. But my local legend, I've already done a video on it, so I thought it's not, there's no point doing my local legend as I've got a video up on YouTube on it. So I went having a look round for things specific to Halloween, and I found this story. Well, I found a couple. One of them was about
sorry, Max. Sorry, I was just yawning then.
A dad who wanted to kill his kids. You know, I can understand how Glenn's dad felt. You know, kill his kids. So he poisoned the Halloween candy. The kids got ill. They didn't die, and he didn't get away with it. So that was one story I come up with. I mean, I wish I'd have thought of that a few times with my lot, but this one is rather strange.
What I'm going to do, Mags, I'm going to present you briefly.
Go on then.
All right, and I'm gonna hide myself because I'm going to disappear for 5 minutes. So you're on the big screen now.
Okay.
That's a good magic trick, Zara.
Yeah, so it is. It's like one of those situations. This news report that I'm going to read to you. It's not overly long, but it's one of those where you think if it happened to you, you'd know that it actually wasn't true. But then these people really didn't know what was going on. So I'll read the story. I'll read the news report. And it's in Frederica in Delaware in America. So this is a news report. The apparent suicide of a woman found hanging from a tree went unreported for hours because passers-by thought the body was a Halloween decoration, authorities said. 42-year-old woman used a rope to hang herself across the street from some homes on a moderately busy road late Tuesday or early Wednesday, state police said. The body, suspended about 15 feet above the ground, could easily be seen by passing vehicles. State police spokesman Corporal Jeff Oldman and the neighbours said people noticed the body at breakfast time Wednesday but dismissed it as a holiday prank. Authorities were called to the scene more than 3 hours later. They thought it was a Halloween decoration, Faye Glandon, wife of the mayor, told the Wellington News Journal. It looked like somebody would have rigged it up, she said. So could you imagine driving down a road, Halloween time, trees there? I mean, would you think twice? Would you think it was a body? Because I think it was a joke. Well, that poor woman who hung herself sat there for hours and hours because everybody thought it was a Halloween mummy.
Yeah, I can see at that time of year something like that could be taken not serious if somebody's seen something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't at Halloween, would you?
Not really, no. I mean, like on November the 5th, years ago, you know, back in the day when I were just a wee nipper, a similar thing was like happened to me, but I wasn't dead. what it was, my brothers on November the 5th, my brothers used to dress me up as the guy, you know, Guy Fawkes. They used to like make guys put a mask on them, and you used to go, you know, walk in the streets, put you in like a wheelbarrow, and you know, people would like just throw pennies into the wheelbarrow, you know. So that's how you got your money back in the day, you know, when you know, you was collecting for, you know, fireworks and stuff like that. Well, you can remember, Mags, you know what it's all about. You know, when
I remember.
When people go Guy Fawking. Well, when I was about 6 years old, my brother and my oldest brother and my youngest brother, they dressed me up as the guy, and they put me in a wheelbarrow, and they was wheeling me around the streets, and we ended up outside the local pub. And they wheeled me inside the doorway, and this drunk guy came out, staggering all over the place, and he literally threw up all over me and covered me completely from head to toe with sick.
For an exorcist moment.
It was, yeah. He basically did like projectile vomit all over me. And then he went for a second time as well, you know, just to make sure that I was completely covered. But yeah, it's a true story, that is. So I'm just sitting there as the guy, you know, because you have to be right perfectly still. And obviously the guy didn't realise that, you know, I was a young lad, you know, with all my trousers and everything stuffed with newspapers with a fake mask on.
I can remember taking my kids trick-or-treating, and they were only young. And we'd all gone to my mum's because we were having a bit of a party at my mum's, and we decided we'd take the kids trick-or-treating round near my mum's. And it's they're like terraced houses, you know. I mean, my mum's is a semi, but most of the roads around there are like terraced houses. So there's a lot of houses to get at. I think our Alex was about 6 at the time. Martin was, I don't know, 10 or something like that, and my niece was 11, and my other niece was the same age as Mark, 10ish. So we took them, and what we did, we always did this with our kids. We'd send them to the door, and we'd hide behind the hedge or the fence or whatever it was, you know, so they could go and do it themselves, like big girls and boys, and go and do it themselves up to the door. Well, we stood behind this hedge, and the kids go up and they knock on the door, and they trick or treat. This fella came out, and he was a big bloke, and he must have been 6'3", 6'4". Well, he let rip into kids, started screaming and shouting at them. He was calling them all little bees and little effers, and honestly, he proper ripped into him. So, he didn't see me and my sister hiding behind the hedge. So we jumped out. Well, you can imagine the air was a bit blue. And we grabbed him, me and my sister. And we went to the kids, get to Nana's now. And he's going, I'm sorry. And we're like, not yet, you know, give us a minute. Our kids were hysterical. This big man screaming and shouting at them. And he went, hey, you take that for kids and give us a £5. And we went, thank you. Walked off with a £5.
What have I got?
Oh, hello, it's Pinocchio.
I mean, who shouts at little kids?
You know something, Mags? It must be mental up where you live.
Darling, it's Preston. We're all crazy. There isn't a sane one amongst us.
Yeah, is it? You know, like where you live, is it true that there's no white lines on the road because like all the residents have snorted them?
No, they're all zigzags. They're all zigzags because it, you know, goes with our personalities.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, oh, Sylvie's turned into a shadow figure.
Sorry, they were trying to figure out what they want for supper tonight.
Oh, bless them.
I gotta cook it.
I can go one darker. Oh, it is still going.
Let me see.
That was dark behind me then. Oh dear. Oh, she's disappeared. Kathy.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Got Miss Quiet voice. Hi.
I'm listening.
We're all crazy, Kathy. You just have to excuse us.
Hey, it's okay. I like it.
You'll fit in fine.
Oh, God, she's off again.
Funny.
Are you still awake, Portia? We've caught Portia out.
Portia's falling asleep.
Portia, we've caught you out. She's fell asleep.
Falling asleep.
At least she did it with the camera off, Zara.
Oh dear.
Zara?
Nation Paranormal. This is weird. Some random person is talking on my niece. Oh, to my niece on walkie-talkie. That is weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. Yeah. No. What I was going to ask you before I got sidetracked, which I normally do. Have you got any local legends or Halloween stories or ghosty stories or?
Well, I'll tell you something that was kind of weird that happened to me a couple of years. I think probably like 4 years ago. Back in the 70s, there was this guy named Juan Corona, and he was like I think he was a foreman on a farm that they had orchards, and they hired a lot of migrant farm workers to tend to the orchards, and he ended up being like a mass murderer, and he like stabbed these migrant farm workers and then buried them in shallow graves. This is back in the 70s, and that was back when my dad was like chief of police of that area, so I kind of knew all that was going on. So fast forward to about 5 years ago, and I was in this bar. I think it was like actually Halloween night, with a bunch of girlfriends, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. It's one of those big rooms with just, one toilet, and you close the door and you go in there and you do your business. So I went in there and I was like, doing what girls do, primping and everything. I was in there for a long time, and I had set my purse down on a table, and of course I left without my purse. So I said, oh my God, I forgot my purse. I went running back in there, and when I opened the door, there was a guy standing there in the corner, and he looked like, I used to see a spirit in my house a while ago, and I knew right away it was a spirit. It was like clear, but you could see he had like jeans on and like a work shirt. And I was just like, oh my God. And, I'd been drinking that night. So I thought, it's just me being drunk. So anyway, I was telling somebody about it a couple of days after that. And I found out that one of those migrant farm workers, he got stabbed in that restaurant because the murderer's brother used to own that restaurant. And so that bar and restaurant that I was in was owned by the family of the murderer. And I found out that one of the people that got stabbed there survived. He didn't die. But so I figured maybe some of his victims came back to haunt that establishment that was owned by the murderer's family. That's when I'm convinced in my mind that I saw one of the victims of the murder. That's my story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, after I realized the story behind it, I was really freaked.
That is freaked.
Yeah, he looked so young and innocent. It's just so sad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I know, right?
No.
Yeah, that's probably like the most. And he was very vivid. I mean, I had to look twice to make sure that it wasn't an actual person, but it was so kind of like you could see through him. So I obviously knew it wasn't real. But yeah, it was pretty freaky.
So it was basically an apparition you saw then?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like when I used to see my grandfather in here before I really started communicating with spirits as an adult. It was just like that, only he was more vivid. He was more, you could see his colors and stuff better up his clothes. It's pretty interesting.
So what was that like in contrast to that guy that you passed in the hospital hallway?
The hospital, and even the one I saw yesterday in Carrie's parents' house, they were like boom and gone. Like, how you see them kind of out of the corner of your eye gone. This guy in that bathroom was like, we had like face-to-face contact. I mean, that's what was so eerie about it. It was like, boom. I mean, it was over like that too, but it was more face-to-face. It was really, really bizarre. It was bizarre.
Yeah. No, what's strange that was.
Yeah, it's really strange. I think about it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, when people or things that you see that, make an impact like that, it's like next level.
Yeah.
I mean, even like going by the spirit box session that was done after that, I personally think that he was some sort of, guardian of some sort, maybe, even, I think it could even possibly be that Edward.
That's what I've been wondering about that because, and I've had psychics and mediums and stuff tell me that I have a young male angel with me. So maybe that is Edward. And this guy in the bathroom did look pretty young.
But nothing like the guy in the hospital corridor, no?
No.
Mm-mm. So
the one in the hospital corridor was older. He was older, probably. He appeared to me to be like in his 30s to 40s. This guy was, I would say, at the oldest 20.
So when in the hospital, could you see his clothes in that cafe?
Oh yeah, it looked like oh, I know what you're talking about, Glenn. I thought there's been a couple of, when Carrie's mom was in the hospital, I also saw a apparition, but the one you're talking about, Glenn, oh my God, he looked like a human. It looked like a total human. When he was coming towards me, he looked like a person, except for he looked super healthy and bright cheeks and bright eyes and everything. And he just looked at me like he was looking like through me. And he immediately caught my attention. And all he said to me was Merry Christmas, because it was like 4 days before Christmas. And I was like, oh my God, I just knew right away that it was something. And I turned around, and we were in a corridor. There was no way where else for him to go. And as I turned around, he was already gone. But yeah, he looked like a human being. He really did.
modern clothing or older clothing or.
Kerry's actually asking you, Kathy, do you see a lot of spirits?
Yeah, I mean, off and on. I go through stages where I don't see anything, and then all of a sudden I'll start seeing them again. And you know, there was one in my house before I actually started getting into paranormal, and he was here all the time. And every morning I'd make him coffee, and you know how you see them out of your corner of your eye, and that happened all the time. And then we finally figured out that it was my grandfather that had died when my mom was, I think she was 9 when he died. So I never met him. So, and I've since had confirmation through EVPs and stuff that it's my grandfather, and he's like watches over me. But yeah, and then I see them occasionally. Like yesterday, I was at my friend's house. We were cleaning out her mom's house. She passed away about 6 weeks ago. Saw a spirit in the hallway, and that kind of still freaks me out because it's you kind of unexpected, and it's like usually like quick, and you know. But I try not to get scared.
Yeah, just a moment, Kathy. Yeah, Zara, Dave in chat. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, Kathy, do you think it's got anything to do with your eyes, why you see so many apparitions?
You know, I don't know. I've been asked that before. I don't know. I mean, I've been accused of being an alien, you know, dead. So it could be. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, yeah. I get some of the most rudest remarks. I mean, trust me, I get a lot of comments. I mean, compliments. But a lot of people are like, think I'm like evil or I'm dead or blind or you name it.
My son's eyes are like yours.
Are they?
Yeah. There might be a shade darker, but not much difference between yours and his. Very ice blue colour is what I always say. They're like an ice blue colour.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Whoa, hang on a minute. I just realised we've got Yoko Ono in chat. Who are you?
Howdy, friend. Howdy.
Yeah, who's that, Dave?
You don't know. It could be anybody.
He's the Flasher.
Kathy, Kat has asked, are you an alien?
Who's an alien? Oh.
I'll go with that, yes.
I'm just a bank robber.
Oh, Dave.
Yep.
I've got to tell you something.
What did I do?
And no, it's not what you've done, dear.
Oh, okay.
What was one of your wishes?
One of my wishes?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
crap.
you would like to do.
What I would like to do?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
if I was in Brighton.
Oh, well, we'll go on a ghost hunt, wouldn't we?
Well, your wish is going to come sooner than you think.
Yay! Awesome. All right, I'm not quite with it.
Don't worry.
I also look like crap. That's why I'm hiding my face.
Don't worry. It's Halloween. So, yes, but I'm home. I'm driving home with my mum on Tuesday for 10 days.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yes, and I thought, well, it actually goes in a little bit with this evening as well. If lots of people are going to have heard of Aleister Crowley and who he was, but not many people will actually be aware that he was cremated in my hometown.
Oh.
At a cemetery called Woodvale.
So we're going to go to Woodvale.
We're going to go to Woodvale, dear. We'll do it in one afternoon.
Nice. I can't wait. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll be bringing my 587, so...
I'll see if I can get Ed to come along as well.
Yeah, sure. So I thought, well, you know, you keep mentioning it every now and then, and it's I didn't know if I would be going home. So it's like, you got your wish.
Yay!
Yay!
I just need to pop out the chat so I can see what people are saying. I don't really stop anything.
Well, if you get yourself a day ticket, maybe we can do a couple of places.
I will do. I will do. I'm not very travel savvy. That's why I don't really get out much.
I don't either, so don't worry about it, dear.
Yeah.
We'll arrange something anyway while I'm over.
Okay. Where's the chat? Okay, here it is.
There it is. Anyway, sorry about that, guys, about sidetracking everyone.
That's Portia woke up, yeah?
Yeah, Portia.
Yeah,
Yay!
Yay, there she is.
I'm here.
Where you been?
I've been talking, you just don't listen.
Well, we were shouting you ages ago.
I've been here the whole time. I didn't hear you shout, mate.
This is
Yeah, we were going, Portia, Portia.
well, that's cool.
Well, I'm here.
That's good lighting.
I'm here.
Good. So, Miss Portia, do you have any stories from around where you are?
I have actually. Down the road, because I live in Christchurch in Dorset, and down the road early in the, I don't know what hundreds, I think it was the 1600s, something like that, I don't know. They decided to build a priory. And they started building it up St. Catherine's Hill. And every day after they build so much, they'd go back the next day to find all the bricks and what they'd built had been moved to another place in Christchurch. And this went on for a while and they couldn't understand why, and they decided that must be Christ. So they called it Christ Church. So that's how we got our name Christchurch, because of the priory.
Oh, well, okay.
So did they never find out who moved the bricks?
No, they still, to this day, the people of the town, it's assumed it was Christ.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Blame for all sorts, doesn't it, God?
Here, Angela.
It's where they thought that it was best suited.
That's cool.
You know, but it's very old. And to this day, as you're walking around there, you can actually see monks, spirit of monks among people at times.
Oh, wow.
Cool. That's cool.
That is
Yeah, I've actually seen one up there. And it is rather, you know, like, oh, wow. I've actually got a photo of a so-called monk at my house.
Oh, wow. Oh, you'll have to send us a copy of that, Portia. Have a look at that.
Sure.
Interesting.
It's actually a friend of mine who passed away. When he passed away, he said to me, every time I was going to go and visit him at the hospital, he could hear monk music.
Oh, wow.
So I'm assuming it's him because of what he said. So,
Interesting.
I would bet it is.
yeah.
Yeah. That's really unusual. That is.
Definitely.
It's a cool photo.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, actually.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
What was the building, Portia?
It was the priory.
Oh, the priory itself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Get it. So,
Do you see monks on the land then, where they was going to build the priory, or in the actual priory that they eventually?
on the land where the priory is where you see the monks, which is cool.
Yeah, I used to send a lot of produce to Christchurch because you're southwest, aren't you?
Yeah, we're down by Bournemouth.
Bournemouth ways, yeah.
Along the road from me.
How far's Bournemouth? About 150 miles, isn't it?
Bournemouth is only maybe 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah. So you're Devon, aren't you, Portia?
No, I'm Christchurch. I'm Dorset.
Dorset, sorry.
Oh,
Dorset.
wow.
I still need to get baptized.
I'm about 10 minutes from Bournemouth.
Oh, wow, Portia.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to see this, guys. Hang on a minute. Let me just swap back over as soon as Portia's presenting. Right.
Howdy, Jane.
I don't know if it's on me, but right. I'm going to have to do this as best as I can without so much glare.
You can see it.
You see it there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, forward me that picture, Zara.
Huh?
Forward me that picture.
Okay. That's really cool.
You don't have to do it right now, but you know. Is that your picture? Is that your picture, Portia? Yeah.
Yeah, it's my lounge.
Well,
that's
cool.
really, really cool. But
that is cool.
I just want to say hello to Jane and hello to Steve.
Steve.
Right, Steve. Hey, Steve.
I can't see chat right now. Which Steve is that?
Southwest Steve.
Oh, hi, Steve. How you doing, pal? And Jane. Hello, Jane.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone in chat.
Well, I'm in a weird mood tonight. I'm in a very weird mood. I don't know what's going on with me right now.
Dave, you're just weird anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm a very strange person.
Yeah, I know that. Hi, Mel. Yeah, oh, Kerry's
nasty, that's all right.
Right, here we are, Kerry.
I'll happily admit it.
I'm glad you've turned up anyway, Dave. I don't feel so alone now.
Yeah, I'll protect you, Glenn. Don't worry.
Cheers, mate.
Look out, ladies.
There we go. Hold on. There we go. There's
wow.
That's really cool, that picture.
Can I have a, can you send me that too, please? I would love to have a copy of that.
Yeah.
Everybody that wants a picture.
If I go in further with it, oh, hold on. You can just about see a face.
That's amazing.
It is.
That's really cool.
I would like to, I'd like to, can you forward that to me also?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Sorry, Zara.
Wow, we finally got round to doing something paranormal.
Yay, it's my photo.
It's awesome.
Oh, hello, Jason.
Sylvia. Do you want it, Dave?
Oh, yeah, I'll have it. I'll have a look.
Dave. Kathy. I think that's...
I'll have it too, Zara, please.
No, don't give it Mags. She'll make out it's yours.
She's not allowed.
Oh, yeah, because I'm full of shit. You're going to like that, aren't I?
She'll be posting that up tomorrow on Facebook saying, look at the picture this ghost I got.
I'll say, look at the picture of Glenn that I killed. Can you see his spectre?
So, Portia, is that a picture? Is that a photo of like a monk, or is it a woman with a shroud on or something?
No, I think it's my friend. But when he passed away, before he passed away, he said that every time I was going to visit, he would hear monk music.
Oh, right.
And that was taken a week after he had passed.
Have you tried to make contact?
I have, but I haven't succeeded.
No, only parrots succeed, hon, because they've got no teeth.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, terrible.
But that's from what I've seen so far, that's one of the most convincing photographs I've seen for a very long time.
Yeah, same.
And, and it adds credibility too, because it's a photo that you took.
It's really cool.
It's not something that it's been put on the internet and doctored or anything.
No, it's my actual lounge.
It's your actual home. So that's absolutely fantastic evidence. That is.
That's really good.
The other day, my husband had gone out and he forgot his walking stick. And when he got home, it was actually stood on the table, stood upright. How they balanced that, I'll never know.
What, the walking stick?
Yeah.
Do you know something, Portia? I actually, I did an investigation at a residence about 20 years ago where the same thing happened, where they was telling me that the walking stick was on the table. They actually had a photograph of it. And at the time, I thought, you know, it's not really in a position where you could, like, put a string on it or something. But
No.
the photograph that they had, it really did look convincing to me.
I wish I'd taken a photo, but I was upstairs and when my husband got home, he just shouted up, "Have you been downstairs?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, my walking stick stood upright on the table."
But why would you go and stick his walking stick on the table?
I don't know.
Is that the only photo you've got then?
No,
Portia?
I've got one other one. I can send it to Zara.
Yeah. You wanted to start taking more photos on you. You never know what you might get.
Yeah, I should do, I suppose.
I don't know where to chat.
Now.
I don't want to buy
Oh, Steve. I've got to laugh. Steve just said, "Zara, I told you not to try shaving like something like a man, but a woman, you look at you cut your throat."
I like Princess Mel's comment best. I was hoping to finally see Glenn in his tights.
Zara, this photo, you have to enlarge it.
Yeah.
And there's a man, but believe it or not, the size of that man is about 2 inches.
Yeah, I
And
can
he's
see
looking
it.
at me through the window, and my room is like 28 foot long.
Right, I see it. It's like Pinky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, hold on.
Oh, wow.
It's here.
Yeah. Very
That's
good.
crazy.
Interesting.
Send me that one as well.
You see, now people I showed that to said it's me, but it's not.
Me too.
You know, it's not me.
Well, I'll do that one, that one, that one, that one. There you go. Oh, well, I've forgotten one. There you go.
See, guys, PWN is where it's at.
This is the place to be.
Try our best.
So my
Now-
house is a
We
bit
should do a top
haunted.
10 of who's the weirdest paranormal investigators on YouTube.
The what?
The top 10 of who's the weirdest paranormal investigators on YouTube.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Top 10 list.
You know, it looks like it's no eyes.
I'll take it.
Portia. It looks like it's no eyes at all. No eyes. It just looks like the sockets and no eyes.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
Mm.
Now, hang on a minute. I've just got a bit of trouble into bed. He's trying to bite me carpet.
I'll definitely at least make the top 5.
And I'm afraid I've got more hair on my head than he has.
Right.
Hello?
Do you like the glasses then?
What's that? What was that, Yoko Ono?
Hey, I won these glasses. They're Andy's Elemental Encounters glasses.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Andy wears his glasses at night time as well, for some reason.
I won that radio, didn't I? That manual radio off him.
Yeah.
And I got his glasses too.
Oh, look at you. We've got Yoko Ono, Pinocchio, and Billy the Kid on stream.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Like,
And an alien.
Oh, yeah, Kathish is alien as well.
what's
Can't
that?
forget that.
You would have had a skull if my camera worked.
A
Never
skull?
mind. Yeah, I was going to paint my face into a skull.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing, Portia. When you was in your bedroom that time, you got that mist.
Yes, I did.
That was awesome, that was. I'll have to repost that up.
Yeah, sure. What about the one I did, my last one I did of the beer?
Oh, that was a classic reply, that was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Can you tell me what this is? And she tapped the beer can. And a voice from the spirit box said, "It's a beer." Really,
That's
really
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then they turned around and said, "I can't open it."
Yeah. that was a thirsty spirit, that was, Portia.
I know. But yeah, but then they sounded drunk for a minute.
There probably was.
So funny.
You know, I always say, as you know, as in life, as in death, people don't change. They are what they are.
I know.
Well, you'll all
I
know
agree.
that come through on your spirit boxes, won't you, when we're swearing? That's Max.
Yeah, we'll definitely know it's you, Max.
Mags, I'll leave you a glass of vodka out and Coke.
Excellent. That's a ticket.
Don't you encourage her?
And a couple of cigarettes.
Since you're offering, I'll take a whiskey.
Me too.
No, I've only got brandy, sorry.
Oh,
Dang.
that there's a fancy man's drink.
So, Kathy, you're a whiskey drinker, are you?
I like honey whiskey.
Honey whiskey.
Oh my god, it's so good, you guys. You don't even
Yeah,
know.
because whiskey's quite harsh, isn't it, when it's neat?
Yeah.
How-
The honey whiskey goes down really super smooth. It's perfect.
Yeah, sounds nice. No good for a diabetic, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, not at all.
No, definitely not.
Sounds really good right now. I got some in my kitchen.
What do you guys think of my American accent? Do I pull it off well when I do it?
Oh, right on. Right on.
Right on, partner.
Well,
Right on.
right on.
It's certain words that I can say in American. I can't speak in the accent. Just
I like
certain
your guys'
words.
accent anyway. I like your guys' accents better anyway.
Well, we're all over the place. Well, you have us that are down south, and we tend to pronounce our P's and our Q's.
Oh.
And then you got Porsche along the road. Same.
Yeah, but I'm actually American.
Yeah, I know you are.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Porsche's a fibber.
You're quite-
No, I'm not.
Porsche's a fibber.
No, I'm not.
Fibber.
Oh, go and play in your tights.
Speak American. Speak American, then.
I can't. That's just it. I can't put it on, but once I'm in America, it just comes back.
See, fibber.
Oh, poop. Poop.
I'm going to step out for just a minute. I'll be here, but I won't be here.
Okay, Sylvia.
So, Dave,
Yes.
how many stories do you know from home?
Do I know from home?
Yeah.
Well, me going around Peacehaven.
And that, well, Peacehaven and Brighton.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys have really asked now. Like, I could go on forever.
Come on, typical. You must know typical ghosty story from home.
Well, I wouldn't say they're like specific, like just like ghost stories as such. But I can recall some. Why are you laughing? Okay. I can recall some incidents that have happened to me here.
Yeah.
I probably mentioned a bunch in my videos already, to be fair.
If they're around public toilets, we don't want to know.
But I need to say that. I'm a strange man, and I've been through a lot of strange things in my time. With 27 years of life, I've lived a bunch of lifetimes. I swear. So yeah, ghost stories. Well, I can tell you about when I met a friend of mine here, who very much got me into wanting to investigate paranormal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some of you have heard this before, but I'll tell you again anyway. So you might want to sit around a campfire, get your beans out,
Grab a whiskey.
Old Davey gonna tell you a story. All right. So basically, when I was younger, about, 15, 16, I had a friend called Greg, and we had recently seen the movie Jackass. Very heavily influenced by it when we were younger. So we decided to go out to a local park and just film a bunch of stupid stunts. But the weird thing was, we met two other people there that were doing exactly the same thing we were. Like, they even had a video camera as well and everything. and they were doing stupid stuff in the park too. So we got chatting, and we both took part in doing similar things and became friends. And then pretty much we, after a while, well, we got pretty close, and I got pretty close to this other guy called David, which is, he also had the same name as me, which was even weirder. And so basically, I started hanging out with this David a lot, and we got we were both really into the same sort of music. We were both really like just doing fun stuff out and about. We got into doing parkour as well, which was fun. So it was basically like an ordinary friendship for a while. But then it kind of took a dark turn one day. So I'll go around there just like I would any other time. But he left me there on the computer just listening to some music, and he went off to the toilet. And I thought he was just, taking a piss or something. And so he comes back, and this is where it gets weird. His arm's bleeding. He cut his arm open. And I'm like, well, are you okay, dude? What did you cut yourself on? He was like, oh, no, I did this on purpose. I was like, why did you do that on purpose? And he says, Dave, I know there's something weird about you and different. And I go, well, what's that got to do with me? And this is pretty much where it gets weird, because he starts saying, well, you're like me, aren't you? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so he says, why don't you try to drink my blood?
Oh,
keep in mind,
Oh my gosh.
Keep in mind, I was like a edgy goth teen, and I was a lot younger than I am now, so maybe way more naive. And so, because I think it's cool, I do it. I decided to drink his blood, and this goes on for a bit, and I actually start feeling a bit different. Now they say that you can get after you eat meat you get kind of a rush, don't you? Sometimes.
I wouldn't know, but I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave's a vampire. Not anymore. Not anymore.
okay, Dave.
I've grown up since then. Anyway,
yeah, Dave. I'm on the primal diet, so I eat raw meat anyway. So I do know what you mean by that. You do get it's like a protein bomb.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you take it off of a person and they have adrenaline going after they've cut themselves or something, you're going to feel something. Well, especially if they get like a sexual thrill out of it, like I think this guy did.
Well, I eat raw steak, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be drinking his blood for a little while after that, and eventually he starts taking me out and says that he can see things in the dark, and I'm like, well, what sort of things can you see? And he says he sees shadows, and he thinks they're demons. So this guy actually used to go out looking for them, and he used to try and hunt them with like sticks in his hands and stuff. And so he tried to get me on in doing it, and I'm like, well, I can't see anything. It looks like you're just hitting air to me. And so after a while, he starts stepping up how much blood he's giving me, and then he takes me out again, and he says, try it, look really hard into the dark, and I guarantee you'll see something. And keep in mind this was a long time ago, so I can't remember exactly what he said or how he convinced me exactly. But I did start seeing stuff, and I think it was like sort of down to the blood drinking, if I'm honest, and sort of down to the manipulation too, maybe some manipulation in there. And I did see stuff, and I saw things moving in the dark and weird creatures. And at first, they just looked like little shadows, but they had like a glowing outline. Like you could see the energy coming off them.
Mm-hmm.
And so pretty much, I ended up trying to attack them. And what do you know? They actually disperse when you like go near them and like direct your energy towards them. It disperses. So yeah, that's where that went. anyway, and we ended up doing this for a little while. But I do recall one situation where with the oval. Glenn knows all about the oval because he annotated one of the sessions I did there. And this kind of backs up one of my stories about what's happened. It kind of backs this up in a way. Because with that spirit box session that I did there, it did confirm that there was definitely something bad there, I guess you could say. Whether it really was Beelzebub or what, I don't know. We never really know, do we? In the box. So, but anyway, yeah. When I went up there with this guy years ago, this was like one of the final times we did it before we fell out. So we went up there thinking we'll just do this easily and thinking nothing of it. And we look into the bushes and we see like something, a big figure. I'm not kidding you. It was pretty massive, bigger than a normal human being. And it was a shadow figure. And I could see it grabbing on with its like clawy type hands onto the tree trunk, looking like that around the tree. And it had red glowing eyes and it was just staring us down. Like that thing, like it got even more real then. I felt a really weird presence at that point. We both felt really freaked out. We both saw it. And we didn't just try and run out with sticks. We ran off. We went the other way. So yeah, we weren't the badass quote unquote demon hunters we thought we were when we came in contact with something like that. That
Scary.
felt way real. That was genuinely scary.
That was, yeah.
That's very scary.
Yeah, that was freaky. I couldn't believe that I actually saw that. I think I reckon that there was something watching me and David do this and thinking, oh, these two will be a laughter scare. You know, thinking how stupid we're being. And then something decides to actually show itself and freak us out. Dave's a blood demon.
Have you got any ghost stories?
Who's got ghost stories?
Sylvia.
Ah. So yeah, that's that.
I'm just sitting here and
There's more to it, but I'm sure I don't want to bore you guys. So.
I'm just
You were well engrossed because you were definitely away there.
well, yeah, I got one from when I was very small. I was we lived in a farmhouse, and my dad was a minister, but he also seen spirits. And I used to have this craving for bread and onions at night. And every time my dad would get up in the middle of the night, I'd say, give me a piece of bread and onion. And I'd sit there in the bed and eat that bread and onion. And I'd sleep between him and my mom on cold nights. And I was sitting there eating my onion and bread one night, and my dad laid back down, and the door creaked open, the bedroom door. It was at the foot of the bed, but quite a ways. It was a big bedroom. And a baby was crawling across the floor. And then it got to where I couldn't see it anymore, but it was coming up underneath the covers, underneath the bed, under the covers toward my dad. And it crawled up and laid down. And my dad seen it, and my dad was froze. He couldn't move. And me, I couldn't move. It was just, I couldn't move. And the baby turned around, went back underneath the covers, went back down and out the door, and the door shut. And that's my first time of ever seeing a spirit. That's the very first time. And my dad had seen quite a few. His deceased wife, his first wife, came to my dad, and but he'd seen a lot, so he would sit and tell us stories. But yeah, that was the first time I ever seen a spirit, was the little baby. And still to this day, we don't know who the baby was. We don't know why it came in there, and there was just no, it was a baby. But it was a beautiful, beautiful baby. It didn't have any hair. It was bald. And it was chubby, had real chubby cheeks. And I just kept looking at it, and I didn't know what to do. I just couldn't move. And I remember that to this day. And I'm 56 years old, and it happened probably back when I was about 5 5.5.
I think things like that you never forget. It doesn't.
No.
You just don't. It's like imprinted there. And it's, but you know, I lost a son back in 95, 90, let's see. It was in 92. I lost a son. Newborn.
Oh.
And so I don't know if that could have been like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if it's connected, but I don't know. But anyway, that was the first time I seen my first spirit when I was about 5.5 years old.
That's young.
Yeah. And I've seen quite a few since then. Quite a few. Some of them scary. There's a place here called Witch's Way. And how it got its name is a bunch of people would go down and there was, they would put marks and everything everywhere, you know. But anyway, we went down there one day, me and my husband, broad daylight. We finally found it because everybody kept telling us about it. And we went down there and this girl, young girl, and I swear it. Okay, she had real long hair. It was black. She had an old white dress on with flowery print that was faded. And she was just as real as, I mean, she was real, okay? But she was standing in this field watching us, looking through at us through her hair. And it reminded me of that movie after later that movie came out, because this was years ago. And my husband's seen them. I mean, and it was a dead end road. So we had to go back by them because right from her about 10 feet over was a big man that had a hat on and a pair of bib overalls with no shirt on. And there was nowhere for them to go, okay? It was just an open field with grass up, you know, so high. But there was no place to go. And I looked at him and he looked at me and I said, okay, are you seeing this? Is these real? And we looked back and they were gone. We stopped the car. They were gone. There was nowhere for them to go. But they looked like humans. Like you was talking about, they looked human. But there was nowhere for them to go. And we hurried up, turned around, we got out of there. Because at that time, we didn't have any, I would have loved to have a lot of the stuff that I've got now. But back then, I didn't have all that. But I mean, even the cell phones, you know, what that good back then. It was just coming out, you know. But yeah, it was called Witch's Way, and we've been trying to find that place ever since. And you know, we can't find it.
Oh,
Cannot
wow.
find it. Cannot find it.
That's
We
crazy.
have tried. We have taken the kids down through there. We have went different routes, and we cannot find that. And it was a dead end road, and there was a lake there on the left of us. And it had like a pier jutting out so far out. And we turned around and we seen where people had fires down there and everything. And we turned around and we left and never been able to make it back there. Can't find it.
Wow. So, maybe you're only supposed to see it that once.
That one time, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Wow.
But that girl looked just like that movie. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Where that girl, she's standing there in an old dress and her hair is down in front of her face. I can't remember even the name of it.
Oh, there's lots of them like that.
Yeah, I know. It is. You was showing. That's why I kept fascinating. There was one you was showing on the background, and I just kept looking at. God, that looks just like that girl.
Oh yeah.
It's just. Yeah.
The Ring, Sylvia. That one. The Ring.
Pardon me?
The Ring.
The Ring. The film, The Ring.
The Ring.
Oh yeah, The Ring. Yeah, that was it.
Playing the video. We're all gonna die in 7 days now.
Oh, great.
Now I've just got it on a loop. It's about a 15-minute video or thereabouts, and I've just got it on a continuous loop.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So, Zara, have you got a ghost story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you a ghost story. I'll tell you the one from last year. It is up on a video. That I think it was from last year, and it was I was, I think, just falling asleep. Yeah, just falling asleep. And you know, when you're just falling asleep, it is sort of occasionally your leg might go or you might jump. You know, those involuntary twitches. So that happened, but I was drifting off, and then the next minute it felt like, how can I do it? Oh, I use my arm. Somebody was going like this on my legs, not one leg, both of them. So it felt like as if I was being pulled. And from now, as you can see, my bed is here. My bed is above me. And then more or less at the same time, my hair was in a ponytail. So my head lays that side. And it felt like as if my hair was being pulled like this really hard. So I'm being pulled one way and I'm being pulled the other way. And then I was literally, I was like wide awake. And I thought, for this. So I went into the kitchen and I thought, you know, that's freaked me out. It's not much that freaks me out, but that did. So I've gone in the kitchen. I've had a cigarette. I've come back. I can't remember if the light was on or not. I think I may have had my salt lamp on. I can't remember. But I've gone up the stairs, which is just here. And no word of a lie, I've got a lump like that under my duvet.
Oh.
Literally, as if somebody's laying there.
Oh my God.
I'd be getting a back out.
I tapped myself, but I weren't far off it. So I just went like this all on my bed. Got back into bed. And
Wow,
lay
I don't know the city. I never sleep about
I laid there for about 5 minutes just to think, okay, am I going to start being pulled again? And then I drifted back off to sleep. That was, I would say that is going to be the worst thing.
Oh my God.
Then the year before, I was renovating in here, well, putting the floor down, refreshing the walls. And I woke up during the night, and this chair was probably, you know, sort of over here a little bit, and my bed was more or less behind me. I didn't have this one. And I woke up during the night, and I don't know if it was because I had clothes piled on sort of here, but it looked like it was a black man in a trilby. And I'm thinking, all right, okay. And I went, go away, turned over, went back to sleep. Yeah, and and I've had sitting on the sofa. This was also about 2 years ago. That's quite handy, those hands coming up then as I'm telling the story. And I'm sitting here, and where my salt lamp is, I used to have a bookcase, and they were 2 levels back to back. And the front row of books maybe overhang. There was an overhang of maybe that much, so it's not much at all. And I'm sitting there watching the TV, and the next minute it's like whoosh, and a book just flew off the bookshelf.
I'm yet to experience poltergeist activity.
Oh, I've had that happen. I've got an IKEA sort of tea light lantern. It was sitting somewhere. I don't know where it is, where it was, but it was on the floor, and I heard it go bang.
Wow. See, the problem is with where I live, because I'm in the flats, I can't tell what's paranormal noise and what isn't.
Yeah.
So
but I've had.
I don't know.
I can be sitting in here, and do you know, sometimes if you don't maybe you don't have the kettle sitting properly, and then after a while it just goes click. If it's like on one of those, so then it's cordless. I've had that happens quite a lot in the kitchen. Yeah. What do you? you don't remember what book it was by any chance? No, I think it was a sort of a paranormally type book. I can't remember which one though. I wasn't really looking, to be honest. But yeah, there was that. The first time I saw spirits, I think I was about 7, and that was my uncle. About 3 days after he died, I woke up in the middle of the night, and he's standing at the bottom of the bed, say goodbye. And around about that same time as well, which my sister told me earlier this year, the same thing happened to her.
Oh, wow.
Their bedroom at that time as well. And where that house is, it's sort of in between a graveyard and a hospital. So between the living and the dead. And the cemetery that was the back of the garden, the cemetery that connects to it is actually the one where Aleister Crowley was cremated. So I'm where I used to live when I was a child. You're probably maybe talking about a 10-minute walk through the graveyard to get to the next graveyard.
Oh, I could tell you guys about a genuine ghost I saw when I was younger. Even younger than the vampire story. Before pre-vampire. Yeah, basically when I was a kid, I used to live in a place called New Haven, and there's a fort there that was used in World War II. So there were a lot of soldiers that went through that area at the time, and the houses there are pretty much around Victorian years, I think. So we lived in one of these houses, and some weird things went on there. I must have been like 12, 13 years old maybe. And pretty much it started off with me just seeing like weird things up on the ceiling when I was laying in bed, like blue flashes of light just going across the ceiling. So that's what it started off as. And also, me and my dad once stopped at the top of the stairway, and we both saw a shadow come up the top of the stairs and then just vanish. We both stopped at the same time and saw that. And also, the weirdest part is, you get a door frame, just a regular door frame, and there was a room just at the top of the stairs that you would go into. So you'd always see this room's door. And it didn't have a door on it, it was just a frame. And so when you walk up the stairs, you would suddenly see like a drip. Water just drips. But it wasn't water. It was something else. It was a white speck. It was a weird little white speck that you would see sometimes just dripping from the door. And there would be no wet patches anywhere. It would just be a white speck. And I have no idea what it is to this day, because I would love to go back to that house and investigate it, but there's people living there now, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, the best thing I could probably muster is doing a spirit box around the back of the house. But that's about all I could do. And so the actual genuine ghost I saw was one time I was lying in my bed, and there was a window here. And my head was on the pillow here, so I could see the window. And from out of nowhere, this guy just appears in my room. Like, it's a World War II soldier guy. I could see his backpack. I could see the rifle on it. I could see his whole uniform. And he was just standing there looking out the window. And when I looked at him, he looked around at me and started walking towards me. So I freaked out and ran downstairs. Yeah, and I also I told my mum and dad that there was somebody in the room. We went up there, and obviously there was no one there. There was a lot of activity in that house, and I wish I still lived there, because we would get a ton of stuff.
Wow. For those of you that pray, or even if you don't pray, to light a candle for Mel. She lost her father yesterday.
Oh,
Condolences, Mel.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry. Sending prayers.
Condolences, Mel.
God rest his soul now.
Yeah.
And then let himself know when the time is right for you, sweetie.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hardly breathe in this thing.
It took 30 odd years for my little sister to be known. But when the time is right. I was thinking, guys, because it's what 11:42 p.m. here, so we're nearly almost into Halloween. So I thought maybe for about 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe just put the box on. See what we can get. You all up for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do that. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Yeehaw.
Glenn!
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Give us a
Yeah,
yeehaw,
yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah, yeehaw.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it, Glenn.
Where's she?
Well, I was going to tell you my paranormal story, but being as you're putting the box on.
Oh, no, we want to hear
You're
your
not allowed
story,
to.
Glenn.
No, it's fine. You don't. Just carry on.
Tell.
Come on, Glenn.
No. Put the box
Come on,
on.
Glenn. I'm
No,
gonna
come on,
Glenn.
Glenn. Gotta tell it.
Yeah.
Glenn.
Oh, there, go on, Glenn.
Well, I have actually got. It's a bit of a. It's a personal story, but it's actually quite a coincidental story too. Many years ago, when I used to go to primary school, we used to pass this house in Woolerton, which is kind of right across the city of Nottingham from where I used to live. And every time we used to go to school, we used to pass this house, and people used to point fingers and say, "See that house there? It's haunted. It's been haunted now, since the early 70s." And I'm about 15, 16 at the time. I was in my last year, and never really thought anything about it after that. Anyway, when I started to have my own group, because I started really early in paranormal, a call came in from a residential house in Woolerton, and it was this house that I used to walk up this road called Sutton Passes Crescent on the way to school, and it was the house that was supposed to be haunted. So we went there, set up all the equipment, started chatting to the residents, and they used to say that objects and things used to move in the living room, but it was only centered in the living room. And there's actually a twist to this story, and I don't actually tell it that often because, like I say, it is actually quite personal, but being as it's Halloween. So anyway, we did an investigation there, not with the team that I've got now, but with my original team. And even back then, because it was passed down to me, I had a tape-to-tape recorder that used to take metal tapes. So we'd sit there in the living room and we'd keep getting these EVPs. And the only name, really, that we used to get was the name Malcolm. And it was these were Class A EVPs, and they always came through as a Class A really loud whisper. And I've still got the recordings. So anyway, all around the house, you got absolutely nothing. You didn't get no feelings. It was almost as though the rest of the house was kind of detached from the living room. But when you went into the living room, you always got that feeling you get that, that there's something there, and you're constantly looking because you see what you think are shadows, or, shadow figures. Anyway, after I did that investigation, and I've got all the write-up on it, because I put everything of mine down on paper. I handwrite all my investigations. I've got 77 volumes of hundreds of investigations, and many years later, I think I was around about, I must have been getting on to my 30s, I was talking to my mum once in the kitchen, and we was on about, you know, like when I used to go to the school, and the actual school was called Margaret Glen Bar, and that was actually, the school itself is actually in the grounds of Woolerton Hall, and which is actually off Sutton Passage Crescent. Anyway, I was talking to my mum in the kitchen once, and I said to her, we was talking about, you know, how it was, you know, when we used to catch like 2 buses to school, you know, in the uniforms and what have you. And I said to my mum one day, Mum, I says, can you remember that house on Sutton Passage Crescent that was supposed to be haunted? I said, it was in the Nottingham Evening Post. And she says, oh yeah, she says, I can remember that very well. Well, I just like kind of like looked at her coy then. I says, what do you mean very well? And she says, well, there's not many people in the family know this, only like close people. She says, but your uncle, Dusty Miller, my uncle was a miner, but he was also a property developer, getting into property development. And what it was, my uncle took a job on for a guy at number 2 Sutton Passage Crescent, and he forked out, and I'm going back to the late 70s, early 80s. I'd have to refer back to like my notes, but he spent renovating this house because it had been in a fire, over £20,000 to like restructure and rebuild the entire property. And the guy who owned the property was actually in Australia. So that was the reason my uncle forked out the money, because obviously way back then, you know, that's just how they did things. You know, there wasn't bank transactions and things like that back then. It was just in the infancy. Mm-hmm. So he spent £20,000 of his own money to renovate this property. When the guy came back over from Australia, my uncle, whose name was Douglas Miller, and obviously because he was a miner, they used to call miners back in the day Duster because of the coal dust. So my uncle was always known by the name Dusty Miller. And the guy came back, this is what my mother was telling me, the guy came back from Australia, and my uncle basically was being messed around by this guy from us. You know, he was a UK resident, but he used to go visit Australia quite often. And my uncle would be asking him for the money, you know, because he'd laid out so many thousands of pounds on this property. Anyway, the guy was messing him around. So my uncle took a shovel and he actually smacked him around the head and he killed him. And he put him in a concrete coffin under the floorboards of the property of 2 Sutton Passage Crescent. And for 2 years, the body was encased in a concrete coffin. And then by this time, the guy's family, 2 years had gone by, and by this time, the family was wanting to know where this guy was. Had he gone back to Australia? Nobody had seen him. And my uncle actually confessed to the murder of this guy. Oh. His name was Malcolm Renshaw. It's in all the edits of like the Nottingham Evening Post, the national papers. You know, if you chase it up on Google, it's all in there. So basically, my uncle he confessed to the murder of Malcolm Renshaw, and it hit all the papers. He admitted to it. He was charged with murder. He went to prison, and he actually died in prison because obviously he got a life sentence. But you know, the thing, the twist to it is when I was actually investigating that house at the time, the name Malcolm kept coming through, and the guy's name, who my uncle murdered, his name was Malcolm.
Wow!
Wow!
That's an interesting coincidence.
And that's a true story. That's a true story.
That's a cool story.
Yeah.
I agree.
So for me to like investigate an house, not even knowing, like I say, it's coincidental for me not to like know anything about what would happen with my uncle, because it'd be obviously like we're young at the time, so you know, we're not being told, because, you know, people in families back then, they didn't, you know, let other people know, obviously, that you've got a murderer in the family. But, you know, he basically hit this guy over the head with a shovel and killed him outright and buried him in a concrete coffin. And when the press got hold of it, they cordoned the house off and they took the floorboards up, because obviously my uncle said, you know, where the body was, because the heat was coming down on him, because he was the last person to have seen him. And he'd already been in for questioning with the police, you know, but they've got nothing to charge him with, because, you know, this guy's just disappeared. So until my uncle actually confessed to the murder, you know, they didn't know the whereabouts of this Malcolm Renshaw. And as I say, it's not, you know, something that you go around telling people, but yeah, that's a true story. You know, they took the floorboards up, they cracked open, you know, the concrete coffin, and encased in there was the body of Malcolm Renshaw. And I've still got those EVPs.
Wow.
You'll need to go there, I think.
Yeah. Did anybody else investigate the house, or only your group?
No, it's been investigated lots of times, Max.
Did anybody else get the name Malcolm through?
Yeah, but only on EVPs.
Right.
Wow.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
So now you can have your little ghost box play.
Didn't involve vampires.
No, sorry, nothing exciting. Just a personal family story, really.
Yeah, I
Awesome, thank you for sharing.
I thought I'll leave the 125 sitting there because it looks pretty with it against the light. Huh? I give you a freaking ooh. Right, how's that for sound?
Can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything.
Well, I use not on a station at the minute.
Oh, start scanning it then. Bit louder.
It's on full blast.
You need to put it near the microphone of the laptop then.
I think, whoa, what was that for a noise?
That was weird.
That was weird.
Birds do like to make some strange noises, don't they?
Sounded like a little girl.
It did.
It's very quiet, Zara.
It is. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I don't know why it's quiet.
Well, your voice has improved anyway, much since earlier on.
Oh, I'm just pretending, really. Right. How does that sound from static?
That's better.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to mute myself while you do this.
Yeah, Bob. Glenn?
Yeah, it's still a little bit quiet.
I can hear you.
So it's still a little bit quiet.
Full blast. Now it's on full blast.
Yeah, we can hear it now.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I'm not.
Hi, Dave. I heard that one. That was clear.
Spirits, hello?
Hang on. Say that again, Glenn.
That was Dave, not me.
Oh, right. What was that, Dave?
I was just saying hello to the spirits.
Oh, it's all right, because with it being so close to my ear, I can't hear you guys, so. Hello, spirits.
So just say hello then.
Can you say hello to the panel?
Hi, spirits.
Hi, spirits.
Bullshit. That might have been me, but I think I might have heard bullshit, which is unusual for German radio.
That sounded like it said hi, spirits.
You did.
Sounded like it's a Glenn then.
They said my name 3 times then.
Spirits, hello. This is Crimson Angel. Let's see if they say my name again.
It's still very quiet, Zara.
Pardon?
It's still very quiet. You must have like a noise cancelling feature on your laptop.
I've got no idea. I've got no idea what I've got. But the only thing I can do is find my speaker.
Hold on.
It's really strange, that is, why it just cancels the noise out. See, it's fine now. Hello, spirits.
Can't hear when you're talking, Glenn. I'm too close to the radio.
I'm talking to the spirits.
What?
I'm talking to the spirits. Yeah.
Can you hear me, Mother?
We hear you.
Can you say hello to Sylvia? Can you go, Sylvia? Sylvia. And Kathy's here. Can you say hello to Kathy?
Hi, spirits.
Kathy.
Can you say hello to Portia?
Portia.
And spirits, Max is here. You like to be cheeky with her.
If it starts swearing now, it's your own fault.
Well, it's now midnight by Zara, so happy Halloween, Zara.
Oh,
Happy Halloween.
Oh, is it Halloween for you now?
Yeah, it's just gone midnight for Zara.
Oh, nice. Happy Pumpkin Day.
I can hear you mentioning my name. What are you saying?
Well, we're talking about you, not to you. Carry on.
Oh, well, that's nothing unusual. Spirits, is it Halloween?
Hi, Angie.
Is it Halloween? Yeah, Halloween. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Heard that.
Spirits, can you tell me where I'm going next Tuesday?
Did I say England?
We're thinking of you. That was clear, whoever that's for.
Uh-oh. I just had a thought.
Spirits, have you got a message for anybody, either on the panel or in the chat? It's Casey. If that is somebody called Jessie, can you tell me your last name?
Okay, Portia then.
Hi, spirits.
But I heard my name just then as well.
They're always saying your name, Dave.
Yeah, I'm quite popular. Don't know why.
Spirits, you're not using the radio this evening very well, are you?
I just say F it.
Try the other one again. Let me try the other one again. Oh, I'm getting caught up here in cobwebs.
Zara, did you say it was when you're coming to Brighton?
Did they say? Oh,
No,
I'm driving over
Tuesday.
from Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Why?
I'm flat broke.
I'm there for 10 days. I don't fly home until the 16th.
Okay. Let me just look at my calendar here.
Right, let's just try this again. I don't know where my speaker is.
This is what I get for going out drinking too often.
Pardon?
This is what I get for going out drinking too often. My money disappears.
You only used once. Might as well do it now.
Right, let's see. Spirits. You're live on the internet. On YouTube. Hi. Anna, are you there? Can you say hello?
Yeah, Dave, you want to see that next session that I'm annotating for Zara? It's absolutely awesome, mate.
Yeah, I love watching your videos, man.
It's going to blow you away, mate. Honestly, it's really, really good.
Do you want to give them another hint, another tidbit from it?
No, I can't say too much.
All right then.
But it's really good.
Oh, I can't wait.
Neither can I.
Nor me.
Spirits, can you go hello? Okay, I think that was a quiet hello in angel voices or operatic voices. It sounded like spirits then, but I'm not sure.
Always makes me happy to hear angelic type voices.
Spirits, have you got anything to say? Because we're going to be leaving you soonish.
Did it just go in a really like killer voice? Come on.
It sounded like it, didn't it?
Did it sound like you went, come on?
Spirits, you're very quiet tonight. Have you all gone out partying?
Maybe they're shy with all of us here.
Spirits.
I think Claire has me confused with Virgin Mary.
They didn't talk half as much just when I was out with Ed on those investigations because they probably don't know him.
This ain't working. No, bugger. Sorry, spirits. Very strange. I'm getting caught up in cobweb here. I don't know.
Spirit box is very personal, isn't it?
Yeah,
quite
I
a
don't
personal
know
thing
if
to do.
it's because I'm sitting here because I've got all these electronics around me, but the signal is not. It's not very loud either. But there might be something there. But then again, there might not be something there. And even if there isn't, it doesn't really matter anyway.
There have been many theories as to why they're not speaking much.
And they could be all out going to go and scare people. They'll be doing like their whatever it is they're doing and just hide in the bushes and then go. Whoa.
Yep.
They do what there, Zara? Now, can you show us again?
I'm an angel, really. I'm a saint. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an angel.
I'm an angel, but I'm definitely not a saint.
I think I might be devil's advocate. I don't know about being an angel. Devil's advocate's probably more near, isn't it?
Well, I am an angel, but my halo's just hanging on my tail at the moment.
God.
Mine's round the ankle.
I'm sure Glenn likes that image.
Yeah, it's nothing like the image I got earlier on, Dave, when she was setting up.
We don't need to know, Glenn.
Oh, all right, Portia.
TMI.
Did he flash his tights?
We're still outnumbered, Glenn.
We are, Dave.
We can't say things, certain things.
Yeah, we got to behave ourselves.
You do.
I'm always good.
Zara likes to play hooper with her Ayla.
Anna Glenn, then I'll tell you, aren't I always good?
No.
I must have thinking of somebody else then.
You're not going to get nothing from me, Max.
No, I must be thinking of somebody else.
No, Max, you being good and Mags in the same word just doesn't go together, I'm afraid.
No, but you see, that's why I'm different in the paranormal, isn't it? Because I don't do things the way that other people do it.
I'm more the quiet one who occasionally says the weirdest thing ever, and then is back to being quiet again.
I've never been quiet in my life. I don't do quiet.
No, Max, you wouldn't be you if you were quiet.
That's right.
It's true. I just don't. I do things differently. I don't think the same as anybody else. I think sideways. I don't think, lateral. I think sideways. If you ever listen to my sessions, you know that I don't think like other people. I'm weird.
Mad. Oh, I can't wait till I get this hat off, I don't need washing. It's all white.
Oh. Sitting next to this heater with a leather jacket on is not very comfortable.
Well, why did you put a leather jacket on for?
Because I like the lighting it gives off.
All right.
The lighting that gives off.
The whole lighting effect.
Yeah, it's
And I
beautiful.
wouldn't encourage you to take it off at all. That'd just be weird. At all, honestly.
You can leave your hat on.
Well, if you...
You gotta love Max's laugh.
It's Rob I feel sorry for.
Oh dear, it's funny.
Oh, he knows me sense of humour.
You will never change, Max. You will never change.
No, No, he's as bad as I am, you see, and that's probably like the other half. He's as bad as I am. He's quiet, but he does those one-liner zingers, you know. you sat there, and then all of a sudden it just comes out with something. He was sat there. This is the God on the Street. I'm sat there once, and he was reading me this article out of the newspaper. And you know when you're just half listening, pretending you're listening, like, you know. And I'm sat there, and he's reading this really serious story, and then he started going. And then they walked down the road, but he found out he only had his underpants on, and it's going on like this. And I turned around, I went, "You what?" And he made this whole story up. It just wasn't in the newspaper. And he was talking about stripping and suspenders and all sorts. But I were only half listening. When he got to the underpants, I went, "What?" And he literally made a whole article up. That he sat there, and I thought he was being serious with the newspaper, and he literally read me out a fake thing that he'd made up in his head. And I'm like, "It doesn't say that." He went, "It does." And I'm going, "Give me the newspaper, can it be?" But it does weird stuff like that. You know, you might all feel sorry for him, but honestly, he's as strange as I am, so don't feel sorry for him. Just don't. He's a weirdo. He's probably listening downstairs as well because he knows I'm on Zara's stream. So he's probably sat downstairs listening. So if you see anybody called Rob in chat, telling me off.
Well, after the count of 3, we'll all have to say hello, Rob. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hello, Rob.
Hello.
Are you next tonight, Rob? I was talking to Mags one night, and she goes, "Oh, thank God I turned the camera off." She says, "Rob just walked past it naked."
It did. He got undressed at the other side of the bedroom, and then just walked around the thing. I went, "Jesus Christ! It's a good job I turned the camera off. He's naked." He's done it a few times. Honest to God, though, he's done it a few times. I'll be talking to people, or I'll be on my live, and he comes in and moons me and stuff like that. And you're all feeling sorry for him. Just don't. Because he'll come in and start waving his arse at me from doorway or something. Don't feel sorry for him.
Americans must have a completely different idea of what English people are like now.
Very fun.
Yeah, we're more fun than what they originally think. We're
You're real fun. You guys are real fun.
Yeah.
It's because we're all crazy, Catherine.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're the crazy ones.
I like crazy.
We're the crazy ones.
Crazy than enough.
I'm thinking there's an orb going past Zara's head, but it's just a projection.
Yeah, that projection keeps every now and again. It looks like there's something floating past the back of her head, doesn't it?
Yeah, I keep thinking that.
Well, you can see where the edge of the screen goes. It only goes to about there, and all of here. Well, yeah. If I turn my light, hang on. There's the light.
Zara, run! Jason's behind you.
That's what's actually behind me. So you've got a plant and more cobwebs. So
right,
you actually see nothing. Look, there's a horrible woman.
I just thought of one thing to improve my costume.
Safety in the morning.
Glenn, I need to borrow your tights.
Oh, cheers, Dave. Thanks for reminding everybody.
where he keeps his tackle.
You know, I'll keep that hat on and just have the tights on.
Yeah, that's where he keeps his tackle.
Yeah, no, there's his tights, what was left over from it, but they didn't have
I'm not saying anything, did you shred them off?
Dave, you're a bitch.
What do you expect? I come from Brighton, the gay capital of England.
Exactly.
I'm going to be a bit fruity.
Nail varnish is the that ladder, is it?
I'm not gay, but I am a bit fruity.
Gay. We're an extra touch of special. Yeah.
You see, I quite like that you from down south are taking the crazy. And I can pretend I'm normal then, can't I?
No, you're never normal, Max. You could never do that.
No, I couldn't even try.
Well, I'm in the Midlands, surrounded by you all. You should be feeling sorry for me.
Yeah, the West.
Yeah, you're surrounded on all sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be scary.
It's concentrated crazy in Nottingham then, isn't it?
I think actually Nottingham people are the most sane in the country.
You've got to be joking.
No way.
What?
Well, to be honest, Brighton is where all the crazy people are.
Well, all I've got to say, really, the lot from round your way is the most normal when I know the area that you grew up in.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was it classy?
No,
The area.
really, really nice. Where I live, anyway.
Yeah.
Unbroken glassed out street. You crunch when you walked out street.
Yeah, not far off it.
No, it's nothing like that. I live in a very respectable part of town.
Glenn, they're respectable.
I went to Salford once, right? Well, I've been a few times, but I went to Salford, in this area in Salford, and I went with my friend when we were at school. And we're literally walking down the street, and it was a really rough area. And we're walking down the street, and we were literally crunching glass, broken bottles under our feet walking down the street.
Oh, God.
Where I used to live years ago, it's just outside Preston. The pub there was called the Clayton Brook, the pub. But everybody knew it as the Flying Bottle. It was that rough. Everybody just called it the Flying Bottle.
What can I say about Brighton?
Actually.
What can I say about where I'm from? I think that's where all the craziness congregates in Brighton. In all of England. And it all comes together into one weird, crazy mush.
Yeah.
And that would explain why I'm so crazy.
Yeah, I'm half Irish. That explains why I'm so crazy.
we get all the gay.
I've got Irish parents. That's probably why it's the Irish. My nan just used to say, I kiss the south side of my Irish ass. That's what we used to get told when we were kids. The south side of my Irish ass.
Think of the south of England like the end of a sieve, you know? Like England is like a sieve, and then everything just drops down to the south. All the craziness from all of England just gathers round here.
Yeah, we have a wall built around Nottingham to keep everybody out, Dave.
Yeah, they just bounce off. They bounce off of Nottingham. It's like a ping pong machine. No, yeah.
Yeah, we have big walls around Nottingham.
Raven Wolf, Chris, is he a Scouser? Just said Scousers are the best.
Liverpudlian.
They're great. Pocketing and robbing you blind and nicking your tyres while you sat at lights. Honest to God, they could put F1 to share with tyre changes around Liverpool, couldn't they?
Where do you think they get the pictures from, Max?
I can remember taking my brother to ferry at Liverpool one time, and I got lost. Right, I thoroughly admit it. I have the worst sense of direction, and I got lost. And I headed. Oh God, what's that rough area in Liverpool? Is it Toxteth? No, that's London, isn't it? But we're a really rough area around like Liverpool, and Preston. I can remember seeing.
Preston.
Yeah, it's not that far away, is it? It's only about 40 miles away from me. I can remember it was like, I can't remember where it was, but it was a right rough area. And I'm sat there at lights and I had my foot on the accelerator and I'm looking out at windows, me and my mate, locked all doors, and we're sat there. I'm thinking, God, if anybody walks near this car, I'm running them over. I don't care.
You're right back.
Toxteth, yeah, we're right, Toxteth. That riots there, didn't they? Can you remember it? Toxteth riots. I was sat there, mate, foot on accelerator. Anybody who walked near the car would get run over. I wasn't bothered. Rough as houses, really bad.
That's funny. Right, I think, guys, I'm going to close the stream down because it's nearly midnight here.
Okay.
And this
See what Nigel, just have a look at what Nigel's put in chat.
That's funny. That is good.
Tattoos are gone.
I want to thank all of you on the panel. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been brilliant.
Thank you for having us all on. It's been very,
it's been lovely
Thank you.
to be able to come.
it's been very enjoyable stream.
It has been indeed. And it has. It has been lots of fun. And it's lovely that you were able to come on as well, Dave.
Oh, no problem. I tried my best to participate as much as possible.
Yeah, you saw we was having too much fun, Dave, so you just wanted to join us.
Yeah, I had to.
I'm saying you participated.
I'm still a little bit suffering with my depression, but I'm okay. I'm better now.
Good, Dave.
You're all right. And I know what it was, Dave. You know, it was that I really want to go on there, but no, I really shouldn't. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's like, oh no, I'm going to pull back. And then you were like, oh, screw it, let's go on.
Yeah, I don't regret it. That's for sure. It's fun. Good time.
I really enjoyed it tonight. Thank you for asking me.
You're
I
welcome.
really enjoyed it.
You're welcome back on the panel anytime we're doing an open panel.
Yeah, thank you, Zara.
Thank you, guys. I really had fun too.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Nice to meet a lot. I haven't met a lot of beans, but nice to meet you all.
So, well,
You too.
direction that's going to go. Looks like Portia's first. Hang on, where am I?
Whisper from heaven.
Right. There. Yeah, there's Dave.
Hello.
No, that's me.
That's me. There's Dave.
You're pointing to me, Zara.
That's Payne at the bottom. Yeah, but I'm looking at the stream, Portia.
Oh, okay. So am I.
Portia.
I went a bit too far then. But next to Glenn, you've got with the cat ears, that's Mags. And then you've got some weird looking woman in a blue hat. And then there's you, and then at the end it's Portia.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work.
Yours is in a different order than ours.
Yeah.
But that's the way I'm seeing it, actually, on YouTube.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah.
I was going to try and walk down the stairs, but it didn't work.
We have to maybe do this again sometime.
Yeah, it'd be
Nice.
cool.
It would be. It would be really nice.
Yes, it was awesome.
Maybe we try some 432, playing some 432s.
That'd be cool.
That would
That'd
be.
cool. So,
You guys, let me know if you guys, any of you do the 432. Let me know what you come from it.
I'm gonna
do it.
Come in a minute.
Should do one of these on New Year's.
I have to see where I am first.
Yeah.
Don't know where I'll be yet.
I have no idea where I might be.
Let me get over to Halloween first. Then there's stuff going on here between now and Christmas, so. All righty, thank you ever so much, everybody. I hope you've had a lovely evening. I hope you've enjoyed the little display at the back there. It's something I whipped up for this evening. So yeah, I really lost my train of thought now.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
For the ones that's been in chat, it's been lovely talking to you. The ones that's been watching, it's been great that you've been here. And at the end of every video and every live stream that I say, stay truthful, stay honest. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.